Alrighty, guys. Welcome to Miscellaneous Matters.
Hey!
Ow. Damn. Hi, I'm Isaiah.
Damn.
Hi, I'm Isaac.
I'm Scotty. Hi.
Done it
I
again.
don't got a good laugh. I can't do a good one.
You need to just squeal. I don't know. Oh, God. Now
That was a good laugh.
scared.
That was really good. That was top 10.
Welcome to a show where friends just talk about random bullshit. So, let's talk about the random bullshit that's happened in our... Yes, as it matters. And it's very miscellaneous.
Oh, I like that. I like that. It's a good line. It's miscellaneous and it matters.
Good one. It matters.
Yes.
Right in our hearts.
Yes.
So, I guess we'll start with you, Isaac.
Awesome.
Tell me about your week.
Yo, so Death Stranding's fucking legit. Like,
how legit is it?
So I over the past week went from the middle way, I would say, of chapter 3, the beginning of chapter 3, and then I went all the way to chapter 8. And I think that game is good. I think that game is amazing because it shows up the Dojima engine, and the Dojima engine is the one used in Horizon Zero Dawn. And the effects that game uses is very, very pretty, and I am very excited about it because it was like, the game is gorgeous. I'm enjoying the game the entire time. The area reaches a different season area, with way more different things to climb, but like it's different in a really good way. They give you way more tools to use. I'm just enjoying it overall. I think I'm getting into the part of the game where the chapters are going to go real fast because I'm making my way. I'm like this close, I think. I can now see the destination of the West Coast, or Edge Knot City, as they say in the trailers. So I'm very excited to get there. I have like maybe a couple more stops on the way, but like I'm at that point where I'm like, all right, what is the next? I'm trying to get to that point, so I'm very excited. The game is really good.
I'm glad you got past the chapter 3 and you weren't like, nope, it's game shit, I'm done.
No, yeah, it was super good. I think the characters are really well done, and there's a part in the game where if you press L1, you pull up your camera, right? You can use the mark stuff. Like, I didn't know if you knew this, and Scott, you might know this from other Metal Gear games, apparently. But like, you can just hold L1 and play the game in first person.
Yes.
And it works totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a tooltip that was like, hey, you're like in a building. You should hold L1 so you can see where you're going and don't trip. I'm like, you're right. I should do that. And I played that entire like section of just like in first person. And it was like, this is really cool.
Doesn't have VR support, does it?
No, it does not.
Oh.
But I imagine Hideo Kojima wants to do a VR game at some point. Like he
Well,
wants to do a Switch game. And he wants
I was gonna say the latest thing that he was talking about is he's trying to make the scariest game alive, and that's kind of big aspirations, but
I'm watching a lot of horror to open up my whole
teaser. So
I was gonna say if it's anything like PT, it's
is like 2 hallways. That's it. And it was like it made a whole new genre in itself. It seemed like
with a giant
so many
fridge.
PT clones. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the giant fridge and the skeletal lady. Yeah.
I really enjoyed that PT, but Death Stranding is really good. I really enjoy it. I think you should play more of it, and I would recommend you, like, honest to goodness, just mainline the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of pitfalls that you can just fall into. Just like, I'm gonna do this side quest, or I'm gonna do this one, or I'm gonna do this. Because
it seems
it's like
that.
Skyrim, where there's infinite side quests that will just keep replenishing themselves after you do it like them once. So like, it's better to just ignore all of it and just mainline the story. And I think you'll have a more enjoyable time. That's definitely what I'm doing. There are
side quests.
Yeah. So for example, it's like, hey, go deliver this thing to this person. And let's say you don't deliver the thing to this person. You will go talk to the person. And that person could be like I have not met Jeff Keighley yet. And I imagine Jeff Keighley is a side character somewhere that I am just ignoring the side quest because I'm like, nah, I don't. I'm not gonna go talk to that person
I
over there.
was gonna say there's also random like out in the boony like areas where you can connect to the grid, so it's kind of weird too.
Yeah, so like there are like definitely like black stuff on my map that I think I have to go explore and find the people. So I'm excited. I'm excited to do all of that. I will just want to do all of that when I'm done with the story, when I have everything unlocked in my exposure or my pleasure to use. Because I've found that the further you go into the story, the more things you can use to get things done, and saves you a lot of time of walking. So I'm like, of course I'm gonna do that. So that was a big thing. I do want to talk about boss fights real quick. And the boss fights in Death Stranding are really weird. And just the fact that they don't seem to follow the mechanics that they've done throughout the entire game, like delivering packages. So I don't really know how they could have done boss fights.
I mean, but how can you? I was gonna say, how can you make a boss fight system by delivering stuff? It's like you pick up this thing and deliver it to another thing, and then maybe it'll like shoot like a laser from somewhere and hit the.
You're right. You're super right about that. It was just more of a. I mean, like this is not a knock against the boss fights. The boss fights are really enjoyable. If you're playing on very difficult, like I am, it'll be very, very hard. And the AI is not the best. It seems like. It's just they feel like they should be from a different game. That's what they feel like.
Yeah,
that's the best way to point it.
They're out of place almost.
Yeah, they feel like they're from a different game, and like now that I say they feel like from a different game, them in the game and story wise makes a lot of sense.
I was gonna say, but there's a lot of concepts in Death Stranding that are just really weird to be put together.
Yeah.
So it's one of those that
feels weird, and like that goes right into my next point. I'm just saying that like it at times it doesn't. If you read the mails, you probably shouldn't read any of the mailing. Like you should not read any of the emails you get, or you shouldn't read any of the interviews you get, and just play the story. Because anything you read in there, like there's nothing in there you'll learn, but the story won't just tell you.
Okay.
Well, other than maybe the mules, that's like the only thing I think of, like big story wise, that was like, hey, this is the thing and this is why they exist. But like everything else is like hammer to nail. This is what we're telling you to do, which is awesome. It's not like David Lynch, who is like, hey, this ad about the PlayStation 3 and the baby and the duck can mean literally anything, and I'll never tell you. Versus this, where it's like, this is the story I'm telling you, and this is what is going on, and you now know exactly what is happening, and you're like, yeah, like
that's cool.
This story is anything but confusing.
I mean, that's good. It's not a Kingdom Hearts story.
Yes, not a Kingdom Hearts story.
That's why it has a user rating of a 5.3.
Wait, which one? Kingdom Hearts?
No, Death Stranding.
Oh wow.
It's the thing is it's polarized. You either love the game or you hate it. There's usually not much in the middle.
Yeah.
That is definitely what this game is. Like if you play it and you're like, I like this and I don't like what I'm doing. I was
gonna say I watched a review on Angry Joe do it, and he gave it like a 7 out of 10. And he said he was going to give it an 8, but he couldn't give it an 8 simply on the fact that he can't recommend it to people. Because he's like, you might like this game. I would say if you look at some of the trailers and some of the gameplay and you think you'll like it, you'll probably like it. If you don't, you're probably not, I promise.
Yeah, it's the same thing that I hear from different people online as well. It's like like I said, it's very polarizing, which in itself, I don't know if it's the best thing for the game, but like I guess it's doing all right sales wise. But like I didn't think it would have a 5.3. To the very least, Scott, when you said that, I was astonished by that user review. But
it's got an 83 for a meta score, so
yeah.
It depends on the site. Like some of the publishers are like, yeah, this game is great. This game is unlike anything else, and the other ones are like, the gameplay is lackluster. Everything's very repetitive. La di da di da. That sort of thing. So it's kind of double sided.
Yeah. So you like it's a
Death Stranding is an irredeemable piece of garbage that should serve as a warning to publishers who give developers. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. See, that's the thing that I wouldn't agree with. I'm really happy that like I'm happy this game exists just for the fact that it exists. And it's like, hey, my name is Kojima. I want to make a crazy game that's published by Sony. So like, we're gonna give a lot of marketing towards and a lot of money towards.
I was gonna say that's like another.
80 of our developers. So I'm happy it exists.
That's a good point with the sense of this is Kojima's first solo game since splitting from Konami.
Yeah.
Like,
those bastards.
I was like, it was going to either be a make or break thing for him. And, even though it's kind of getting review bombed from either it's getting praised or it's getting bombed, and it's like double-sided, the people who love the game, they're raving about it. And that's the thing is it's like, he at least sees that. Like, I follow him on Twitter, and he always retweets people that are saying stuff about the game and that sort of thing. Even though, as a publisher, it's kind of what you do. But like, this is his preliminary stages of going back into gaming by himself with his new company. And I just feel like, as somebody who has been in the gaming industry for a while, we knew it was going to be weird when they didn't show us gameplay for like 8 months on it, or like that sort of thing. So I just think a lot of people should just give him a chance as well, because he's still going to make good games. Like, honestly, I'm psyched to see what he does horror-wise. I think it's going to be amazing.
I think he's going to make the games that he wants to make. I think Scott can say better than both of us because he played all the Metal Gear games, I imagine.
Metal Gear and Zone of the Enders. That's great.
Yeah. See? Yeah. And so I think Scott's a bigger Hideo Kojima fan than either of us because he has the lineage.
Yeah, right.
And so I'm excited to see what Scott says when he finally plays the game at some point.
But
yeah, like you said, like I enjoy, like, for me, when I first touched the game, I walked, and and the thing you were doing was just walking, and then I'm gonna walk this mountain was awesome. Like, when I saw the trailer of like TGS, then Kojima was like, "Oh, you see that big ass mountain over there? Yeah, you can climb that." Like, that's awesome. I love that kind of stuff, and being able to do
invisible walls and that sort of thing. It's all terrain based. Like, you can go, you can try to go up there. I'm not saying you'll be able to make it all the way, but like, do it.
And like the section I'm in now, we from like chapter 3 to 8, the things that you get to climb now are like, whoa, man, I'm climbing this thing, or like I'm going to this place. Like, that's so cool. So like, point is, Death Stranding still good, still having fun with it. Okay. Just minor complaints that I'm like, I wonder why this happened. And then also thinking about like, hey, isn't like the Metal Gear Survive in some way a little bit like this, where you build a base and then you walk to a different base and you get resources and you bring it back to the base? But
you don't have to pay for character slots.
That's true. Okay. All right.
Slots.
Okay. All right. Moving on. So
you're not harbored by Konami's evil ass soul anymore.
That's true. So like all that, I'm excited to see what you said Hideo Kojima does next. I'm excited to see what the Dojima engine happens for Horizon Zero Dawn 2 or Killzone, or like,
I was gonna say I platinumed Horizon Zero Dawn, so I'm super excited to see what they do for Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
Yeah, because they helped, like, what was it, the stories were saying that like 80 or like 70 of the developers from like that studio helped him make this game. That's how they made it so fast. And how they could understand the engine, because they understood the engine. They probably understand it way better now than they did then, which is awesome.
So what else did you do?
I watched wrestling. It was big wrestling weekend for WWE. You had NXT, which was awesome. NXT War Games, which was War Games. If you don't know, is 2 rings together inside a cell, and then if they leave the cell, they lose and forfeit. So they have to stay inside the cell and pin or submit. And the War Game itself is 4v4, and they come in like a Royal Rumble where it's like 2 people start in the ring and 1 person comes like every like 5 minutes. It's a lot of fun. I really think that like the best brand out there right now is like NXT. Like, honest to goodness, you go back like 3 years and watch every single NXT pay-per-view, and every single one of them is stellar. best wrestling I've ever seen. Just every single time, able to tell amazing stories and deliver such good wrestling matches. And then you have Survivor Series, which happened on Sunday. So they had to follow NXT Takeover War Games, which was just like going from like the top of the cell through like 2 tables, and then that's how it was just War Games is awesome. I'm a big wrestling mark, and like when wrestling is good, it's so good. But Survivor Series was.
I heard Vince was mad.
Vince was mad. Yes, the last match of the night was the triple threat of the. Well, Survivor Series is known for having brand versus brand. So it was usually it's Raw versus SmackDown, and then when they bought ECW, it was also Raw versus SmackDown versus ECW, and now they're including NXT to try to boost NXT viewership. So you had Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. And the last match of the night was the women's match. All 3 champions, women's, were fighting. The match was very slow, and nothing really. There was no big pops, no big like showing each other off.
China didn't rise from her grave. Gotcha.
Yeah. China didn't come there. Ronda Rousey didn't come out like it seemed like, and like China, who's I think is how you say her name. I don't know. She's an MMA person who is NXT Women's Champion right now, who, like, I think pinned Bayley or submitted Bayley. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention because it was really boring. So that happened, and then Becky Lynch, like, knocked her out, or, like, I think, threw her to a table, I think, and then was standing tall, which means that she was the one standing at the end of the night. But at the very bottom, it had that, like, NXT 1-3 of the, like 1-3 matches, and Raw and SmackDown both lost to NXT. So I had her standing tall with that at the bottom was the dumbest WWE thing ever. But the rest of the show was really fine. It wasn't that bad. The Rey Mysterio versus Brock Lesnar match was better than it could have been. So, point is, wrestling was good. Again, wrestling saved women's.
You're happy.
Obviously. Yes. NXT was great. NXT. If you like wrestling, watch NXT. All I gotta say.
Sponsors.
That was my week.
Brought to
Big
you
sponsor,
by
big
NXT.
Shill.
I would so shill for NXT right now. They want to pay me. They don't give me free shirts. NXT. You can find my number by contacting Ike. There you go.
Yes, please call me.
Call Ike. There you go. That was my week. There you go.
That's your week? That's good.
That was my week. Those are the two main things I did.
Okay, Scotty, what you got for me?
What do I got for you? Oh, what did I do? Let's see. Played Resident Evil Revelations 2 again with my brother. That was fun co-op. He forgot that I was the pointy girl that didn't do anything except say monster. It's so bad, but it's so fun to just be a 3 foot tall, like 10-year-old that just says, Barry, it's a monster. That's all you can do. And then
Barry, shoot me.
Shoot, yes,
Barry.
He tried. He pointed the gun at me. And I turned the camera. I'm like, Barry, what are you doing?
Say Barry one more time.
Barry. Playing as Moira, though, with the crowbar is just, it's satisfying. Because you hit them with that's all she has is a flashlight and a crowbar. So you just, like, whack them. And then the combo move where Claire, you'll stun them with the flashlight. Because monsters hate light for some reason. And Claire will, like, spin kick them down, and then you take the crowbar and stab them. It's so damn satisfying.
Pretty good.
We kill so many monsters that way. Of course, though, the deciding factor on that game, whether you get the good ending or the bad ending, is in Chapter 3 or Episode 3. Get the bad ending because no, it can't let me crawl to the gun. No. I gotta put this ugly bastard down. Okay, fine, whatever. It was his playthrough, not mine. Yeah. I did it the other way. What else did I do? Watch more of that anime that I watched last week.
Kakaburi?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
What's that one again? Is that
the gambling one?
The gambling one? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it's so bizarre. Like, I'm on the last episode of the first season. I haven't watched it yet, but it's like
it's kind of crazy, dude.
It's great. It's like what is it? The one student council member, the one guy who thinks he's cocky and calculates. Always pushes his glasses up like this.
Oh God, Japan! Why do they always hold it like this? Like I am smarter than you. Yeah. Try me, bitch.
And the light reflects off the lens, like ha ha ha. You've activated my trap pod.
I was about to
Literally.
say the same thing.
I'll send you to the Shadow Realm.
Yes. When he like freaks out and he has black hair at the end of the episode, it's all white because he freaks out so bad. It's so good. But yeah, that show's fun. It's really
recommend.
Fun.
Very recommend.
Yes.
Watch on Netflix, please, people. It's real good.
What else did I do? Oh yeah, Resident Evil 2 on hardcore. I took everything I had.
Mentally, physically, you're now dead.
Oh, I cussed so loud in my apartment. Because it's like, all right, the first, again, it's like 3 bosses in a row. Bam, bam, bam. You have no breaks in between. If you do, then, you know, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. You got 10 minutes. Get the hell out.
Yeah.
The super tyrant on hardcore is the worst. But like the third try, like he killed me like twice in a row. He does a lunge move, which is very telegraphed, and even Leon goes, "Uh-oh," and an instant kill. So like the only thing I had was like grenades. So I threw a grenade as soon as he went, "Uh-oh." I'm like, ah. Also, he's very right-handed. So the easiest way is to circle around his right because he's swiping left. So you go around right. I was like Goku Ultra Instincting, you know, him, like fucking dodging everything. I even was going until I got hit. And I went, oh.
And it's gone.
Red caution, I'm dying.
He's like, I tried.
I forgot that when you get the rocket and you shoot him once, it doesn't kill him. Because after the smoke cleared, he's still standing. I'm like, ah. And he died.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then Birkin at the end, when he's the big
on the train.
Yes. When he's just the big meat, he's the meat cart.
That thing's nightmare fuel for sure. Good
yeah,
God.
It is. Oh, back then, in like, you know, was it 96, 97, whenever that originally came out? Nightmare fuel then too.
I was gonna say, can't you just? I've been hearing a lot of speculations about RE3, you know, the remake. Can't you just wait for Nemesis to come out, Scotty, so you can, you know, rattle your jimmies in your dreams?
Shit my pants all over again? Sure, yeah. Sure, I can wait.
It's so good.
I mean, I can't wait. Pants need filled with shit.
Great.
But yeah, I had like no ammo left to like finish him off, and I thought I was screwed. Because I had 1 grenade, the 2 rockets left, and about 1 clip of handgun rounds and a flamethrower with like 100 fuel left in it, which isn't very much. It's like a quarter, I think, of the tank. So I fired the rocket, threw the grenade, shot my pistol, and just held the fire button down for the flamethrower. And right at the last second, he died. And I went, done.
Those are always the best feelings, though. Honestly,
yeah, they are.
Like right at the very end, and you're like, I don't think I can make this. This isn't gonna happen.
No, and like, well, that was like playing Devil May Cry 1 on Dante Must Die. Oh, fuck that. Oh, I'm so mad. Speaking of which, I'm so like, if I had a Switch right now, I'd be very happy because then I'd get Devil May Cry 3 in February.
I was gonna say that I know they're making the triple pack for it as well.
I know you guys don't follow the DMC crowd like I do, but oh my God, there's so many people that were like pissed off because they're like, well, why didn't they just do the triple pack to begin with, like they did with the PS and the Xbox? And it's like, because they were going to, but you're too impatient. And one person's quote was, "It's worth it to spend the extra just so I don't have to have 2 on my Switch. I just need 1 and I need 3."
That they're not wrong.
No,
I don't like 2. I don't like 2 either. So like,
no, it's bad. I mean, it had some stuff that's spilled into the other series.
I mean, Devil May Cry literally has.
Get 3.
I was gonna say Devil May Cry is literally the same thing happened with Dark Souls. There was a niche fan base that really liked 2 for Dark Souls 2, but the majority of the fan base for Dark Souls liked Dark Souls 1 and 3.
And other people that like 2 are wrong. That's fine.
That's fine.
They're wrong.
Hey man, I played Demon Souls. You can all back off.
I played Demon Souls too. It was good.
Master.
It was good.
It was good. It was awesome.
Good.
You know what I love about Demon Souls? The fact there was one bonfire thing, and then you go from that one to all the other like chapters in any order you want. That was great. You know where they did that? Bloodborne. Bloodborne's second best.
Yeah. Bloodborne is the best. You know why?
Why?
It's the only one I ever beat.
That's pretty good. I love Bloodborne.
I got devoured by the moon. So
yeah,
I didn't do the sign.
You gotta do the sign to get the
How
other
dare
thing.
you not do?
You forgot to do the
sign.
sign. You forgot to find the cage, go down to the thing, do the sign thing.
God, I'm sorry. Hard journey.
Did you do anything else?
Played some fighters again. The team I had now has fallen completely apart.
Oh, why?
All right, I suck with Jiren.
Nice.
Broly, there's been so many more Broly players.
Whoa, hold on. You pick up Jiren, or you say you suck against Jiren?
Oh, I picked up Jiren.
Whoa. I missed this last week. How did I miss you pick up Jiren? You were so bad with Jiren. I know. So bad. Everyone's bad with Jiren.
Yeah, I know, and I think I got his combos down pretty good, especially his aerial stuff.
Oh, really?
Because he's really fun. I mean,
he's so fun. He's so much fun.
I mean, his down heavy where he just back kicks you into the opposite wall is so satisfying.
So good.
Yeah, because I had him and Bardock.
Oh, nice.
Bardock saved me more than anything.
Yeah.
Got to save the family.
And then Broly, right? I assume, right? That's your 3.
Broly, I really like Broly. His combos are hard and heavy, and I can do them.
Yeah.
But there have been so many Broly players that the combos are very easy to spot. So they
are. They are very easy to spot. Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I reach down to grab you. You're gonna duck. I miss.
Then
I'm wide open.
In a combo. Yeah. That makes sense.
They hit me with a heavy in response, and I don't have armor.
Yeah.
Boom. But yeah, I lost so many matches that I went back down to yellow threat level, and I was like,
that's the worst.
I need my whole team.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the mechanics in the air a little better. I'm still learning, and watching all the Pro Tour stuff is really where I was like, I think I could do that.
Yeah.
Because it's really cool when you see someone do instant transmission Kamehameha into a fucking spirit bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're launching them up into it and they can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I fail at doing that. So
it's all about practice, man. I was like, I see so many pro players, because I play Overwatch. I see so many pro players do weird strats all the time, and I'm like, what the heck? I never even thought of that. And then I'll try doing it, and then I'll fail a couple times, and then slowly but surely I'm getting better at some of the strats and stuff. I mean, it's just playing the game and learning all the mechanics and stuff after a while,
Yeah. Which me and my brother played some matches on, and he's terrible at it. He doesn't understand the combos. And then he won one match out of 15, and I called it a night because I was like, "You got your one, good job."
Double clap. Bye.
Bye. All right, get out of my house.
Throws him out the window.
Now want to beat me, damn it.
Throws him out the window into a steel cage through 2 tables.
Yeah, war games.
But yeah, I mean that was pretty much what I did. Although I do have plans to get back into not Death Stranding. Sorry, Bloodstain, because evidently there was a 7 gigabyte update just a little bit ago, and I'm curious to what happened or if they changed anything, because that game, for as pretty as it is, it's definitely got some glitches and some bugs because the one tower demon, it's a scrolling. It's at an angle and it's very weird. You got to hit both sides of the demon head. And there's no hit confirm like on most Castlevanias. Like when you hit an enemy, he flashes red. Like he does not. So for like the first time I played it, I had no idea whether or not I was hitting him, doing any damage. Is there a weak spot? I have no idea. And then I glitched through the floor, attacked him from behind as we're going down the tower, and killed him. It was like, all right.
Oh, all right. I guess I got him.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool. I really liked that game. I'd say it's like a solid 8 for me, maybe 9, even with the bugs. But
I was gonna say I have it on my Switch. I just haven't touched it.
Oh, you should. You should. If you get the true ending, also if you'll get an ending really fast if you just keep going. Like, I think I got an ending within like 2 hours. I was like, oh shit, I'm in the throne room.
Why?
I shouldn't be in the throne room. I can't get out of the throne room. Wow, this is gonna suck. Then I killed him, and I was like, oh. Checks file, 50% done. I need to do a lot more. Also, hearing David Hayter's voice, the voice of Snake in that game, it's great.
Yeah.
He hates you so bad.
It's amazing. Does he play Dracula, I assume, or does he play as...
He plays as a demon hunter samurai.
That's way cooler than Dracula. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Demon hunter samurai.
He's great. He's got these fucking what do they call those? The little like spells things. Yeah, my brain's failing me. Yeah, magic. Yeah, magic gathering. Yes.
Yeah. Gather together.
Like, he throws them all over the room, and he's like, "You're not going anywhere." I'm like, "Oh."
I don't wanna, Hater. I don't wanna. I'm right here now.
It's great when it's fun when the bosses kill you because he'll say "game over" and it's like, Next told me game over. But yeah, I'm interested to see if they fixed anything. I need to play it on hard. And the favorite boss in that whole game is a fucking slot machine.
What?
There's a slot machine.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So like, all right, if you hit it and it goes through, like you pulled the handle on a slot machine, goes through the rolls. Certain things do certain things. Like 3 cannons, it'll shoot cannonballs at an angle. Cherries, a character enemy in the background teleports to the foreground and fights you, but you'll kill her in one hit or something because she's really weak. If you get 777s, you get 777, you automatically beat them. And he spills out a whole bunch of money.
That's
so
great.
I was farming.
Yep,
I'd go in and out. Great game. Better than Mighty Number 9.
Good. Yeah.
Is this made by his solo project, right? Is this a solo thing?
It was somebody who was working at Konami, but they left, and then they went on to Kickstarter.
Is this the Castlevania guys game that he left?
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I didn't know. That's what I assumed.
Yeah, because in the trailer, he's sitting there drinking wine in the throne room.
Yeah.
And or in the dining room, and he makes a comment that says, "People say that my game looks terrible. I'll prove them wrong." And he throws the glass.
Yeah.
So great.
Pretty great.
That's great.
So I remember them announcing this on Kind of Funny years ago.
Yeah.
And so it was just I fell off it because games. But I people always say Bloodstained, and I was like, oh, is that the thing?
Yeah.
So that's cool to hear that it came out and that it's good.
Yeah.
How long was it out for? It came out this year, or did it come out?
I think it was this year. It came out.
Yeah, it was this year.
Okay.
I think it came out for the Switch first, and then the other consoles later. I want to say because I played it on the Xbox, and Yeah, I mean, it's fine. There's a lot of customization on there. You'll find one demon that just wants to cut hair.
Oh, that's cool.
And he'll like let you change your hairstyle or in your color outfits and your eye style and everything.
That's awesome.
It's really fun. But he's like in one little obscure little place that you just happen to run into.
Yeah.
And some of the side quests I didn't finish because you got to combine stuff like food and items to craft other items, which is fine, but it's different for a Castlevania-ish.
Yeah, that sounds like a thing that would be weird.
Like Lords of Shadow with what was his name? Hector. Ike was it Hector? I don't remember. The Forge Master.
Yes, Hector.
Yes, yeah. Because he's the one you play in not Lords of Shadow. Jesus Christ! There's too many Castlevanias.
Shadow of something.
Shadow of Fallen.
Lords of Darkness.
Lords of it was something like that. Castlevania, Darkness of Darkness. Darkness is darkness.
Castlevania, the Darkness is darkness. Perfect.
Yes. The DDD.
Yeah.
Castlevania 3D. That's what it is. We figured it out.
Nice.
And they're
Dank,
all just
darkness, and dirt.
Vampires. Yes.
So did you do anything else at all, Scott?
No. I mean, I feel like I talked on long enough because that's all I can think of.
Keep going.
I don't know. Look at JoJo. JoJo back there. JoJo's good.
I said Dio. He lifts tanks for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Look at those back muscles.
I love.
Okay, so my week.
What was your week?
Yeah, what was your week?
Big man.
It was okay.
You're smirking. Tell me more. Would you like to learn more? Yes.
You have to pay for the DLC for that. Yes. Anyway, so I was been playing like Overwatch. Yep. I've been playing a bit of Overwatch with my two cousins and my brother. Overwatch is Overwatch. There's no real explanation.
Are you ready for Overwatch 2?
I think so. I think it'll be cool. It's literally just buying a $60 game. I hope not a $60 game, actually. Literally just buying an expansion.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like anyway. Like, I'm all down for it because I love Overwatch, but it seems like I hope they don't make it $60 because they're literally connecting the two games and there's literally not going to be much of a difference other than the story mode.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Overwatch was $40, right?
It's 60. It was a full retail game.
No. The Overwatch on PC you get for 40.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Then the console version was $460 for you to get the gold version. Which
it was like the Legendary edition or something.
Legendary edition, which had the skins on there.
Yeah.
But everyone had the skins because everyone was forced to buy the $60 version.
Yep.
Pretty sure that's how that went.
Under your head. What do you do?
Which, by the way, for anybody who cares, Overwatch is $80 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. So my main thing that I did was I played the worst video game I have ever played in probably my entire life. You probably won't be able to, but sure, go ahead.
Oh, is it on the PS4?
Yes.
All right then. Can we do like 20 questions? What genre is it?
Is he bald?
The what?
RPG.
RPG. All right, RPG. Did it come out this year?
No.
Is it a Tales game?
I was thinking of the Tales game.
It's not. All the Tales games
are the same
great.
wavelength right now. Just thinking of the same stuff. I don't know. Is it a Japanese RPG? Is it an American RPG?
Kinda.
Is it a Chinese RPG?
It's not a Chinese RPG.
Is it a European RPG? Nah, I've absolutely no idea. I couldn't even guess if I wanted to.
It was. Let's see. An RPG that came out. It didn't come out.
It's so not well known that you guys probably
First letter.
won't know it. Oh.
Magnet. Oh.
Overwatch 2. Got it.
Oh no! They
Okami.
Yeah.
Is Okami an RPG?
So
play the dog.
I'll read the description of the game. Me and my cousin were looking for a 2-player game to play, and I was on Steam and I was like, wow, there's this game. It's an isometric RPG where you build your character and stuff. But there are a bunch of survival elements in it. And like, if you leave a wound too long, it festers. Like, you have temperature and health gauges and all kinds of weird stuff. And I'm like, that sounds like a traditional RPG, but in a co-op experience with a bunch, like, you know, I'm like, this will be fun. Like, this should be good. So the game is called Outward.
I wouldn't guess that.
Yeah. So the game is called Outward, and it takes place in its own fantasy universe and that sort of thing. And so I had my cousin buy it. It was $40.
Yeah. That poor cousin will not get his money back.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter about that. The experiences we had for the 2 hours that we played the game were the best. So what happens is basically the story starts where you spawn on a boat. Or like rather you crash on a boat. And then suddenly
Pennywise shows up.
Suddenly they tell you to go to sleep. So you go to sleep in this bedroll, and then there's like these complicated menus where like you can like increase the rest time, or you can increase time to not get ambushed when you're sleeping, or you can increase time to repair your equipment when you're sleeping. It makes no sense. So I go to sleep for an hour, and then I spawn in a house, nowhere where I was. So I'm wondering what's going on. There's a weird stamina bar and a food system where you're able to like roast things. And I guess if you cook pork strips, like pork skins, that if you cooked in real life would be bacon.
Yeah.
They turn into food scraps. So I'm like,
wait, what?
That's fine.
Plant the food scraps?
No, I thought you eat the food scraps. So you eat the food scraps, and I got a disease. So I'm wondering.
So you can't eat food scraps.
No.
So I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, all right, this game is doing something weird. So me and my cousin, we're running around. We're trying to basically the story starts, and you find out that there's some ancient, like that your grandmother did something really, really bad to the people of this town, and she owes 150 gold to like this town. And they give you 5 days after you crash land on this town. Otherwise, they're going to take your house away.
It's the Silent Hill cult. Gotcha.
Or, yeah, we'll get that. So you're basically trying to just scrounge up some money. So I'm looking for some quests. Can't find any quests. Awesome.
Nice.
There's, mind you, you don't start with a weapon. You pick up a torch. And you have the torch. You can't hit with the torch. The only action command that you have is on one of your hotbars. You have a kick command that's on a cooldown.
Nice.
So it's a 10-second cooldown to kick somebody.
Whoa. 10 seconds.
So I'm like, all right, this is fine. So
that's aggressive.
So I spent my hard-earned gold and bought a pitchfork or something. I don't know. I equipped it, went outside. So me and my cousin were running around, and I'm like, let's go fight something. Like, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of this game. And I'm like,
let's not do this.
So when you go up, I found a bird. It was like a pelican type bird. So I'm like, I'm going to kill it. So I stabbed it once, and then my guy started to stagger. And I'm like, is my guy
twisted his ankle
or something? Like, what's going on? So I had a backpack on. And if you try to fight with your backpack on, they make you... like, they stagger your character, and they make you lose stamina and that sort of thing until you take it off. So I dropped my backpack. I dropped it. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to fight now.
L2 and R2 while you fight. That's what you gotta do.
My pitchfork. I'm trying to fight him. I stab him once. I'm like, yeah, you can't hit me. He pecks me once and takes half my health. I'm starting to lose sanity at this point. And then I'm like, all right. So my cousin comes up behind him, stabs him a couple times. We loot his body. Mind you, this game is shared loot, so my cousin takes it all, and I'm just like, so I got half my health taken for nothing. That's fine. So then I read a sign, and I'm like, oh, there's a bandit camp here. I thought, oh yeah, like a little like 2-building, 3-building hut. It was bigger than the first town we spawned in. So I'm like, we're just gonna go into the bandit camp. Mind you, by this time it's nighttime.
Nice.
And you couldn't fight a pelican. So yeah, this is good.
This is good. The best way this could have ended.
So it's nighttime, and I'm like, I was like, okay, let me pull out my torch. So I pull out my torch, I light it up. I can see my body, and that's it.
You're a beacon.
So, there's
not even a circle around my character. It literally lights up my body, and that's it. It's just
before you did that, was this whole screen just black?
It's just black.
It was black before you lit it. Then you lit it. Then it was like
based on the object or how far it is. Like the sky is like black, the mountains are like blacker, and like the ground is blackest. So I didn't know where I was walking. I fell into a river like 3 times, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So finally, I pull out a lantern, and I'm like, the lantern illuminates a little bit more. There's at least a little circle around me, so I can see the ground, but I can't see anything else. So I'm like, all right, I think I'm going in the right direction. We find a bridge, cross the bridge, we go into the bandit camp.
Yeah, nice.
So I'm like, okay, well, there's a lot of conversation in this game. Like, it seemed like I could conversate. So I'm going to walk into the bandit camp, and we're going to conversate. I immediately walk into the bandit camp, get stabbed. I'm bleeding out everywhere. I don't know what's going on. I literally I don't have a weapon because I just have the lantern on. Like, I can't use the lantern and a weapon at the same time.
So you gotta take your backpack off.
While you gotta kick him.
Yes. So my cousin was fighting one guy, and he starts hitting him, and he starts losing health pretty rapidly. He starts bleeding out everywhere. So I'm like, don't worry. I got a 10-second cooldown. I'm going to kick him. So finally, my cousin gets him down. I go up. I kick him in the ass cheek, and he dies. And I pick up his machete. And I'm like, yes, now I can battle. I'm ready. So we go up, and then there's 4 dogs. There's 4 guys. There's a big guy with an axe. And then suddenly, this giant tree monster pops out, and I'm like, guys, I'm done. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. Then suddenly, the equipment breaks, and then I walk out of the by going to sleep outside of a bandit camp, and I'm like, there's an ambush mechanic in here, so we're gonna die. It said a 95% chance of getting ambushed, or no, a 98% chance of getting ambushed when I'm sleeping. Oh, sorry, we didn't get ambushed outside of a bandit camp when we're sleeping. It didn't make any sense. I'm like, why are you going to throw these mechanics in here? But like...
You got the 2%. You got the 2%.
That's all you needed.
Bedroll, and I'm trying to pick up the fire, and I get engulfed in fire. I'm on fire. I fall through the ground. I turn off the game. I deleted it. I was done.
That's amazing. I want more of this game. You should play more of this game. It sounds amazing.
It was so bad.
It sounds frustrating. I don't want to play it.
Amazing.
I just want to hear more stories about this game.
It was so bad. And then off of that,
when you pay off the debt, amazing.
When you want you to pay off the debt
or anything, your stamina depletes, like literally depletes, not just okay, it'll go back up. No, a giant block starts to blockade your entire stamina, so I have this much stamina instead of my entire full of stamina, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, it has Dark Souls-esque combat with the most clunky, like, controls I've ever seen. Like, I can dodge and roll, it doesn't matter, I dodge into the mouth of another dog. And I'm like, what kind of difficulty spike are they trying to throw here? Like, I can't do anything. My cousin's just
the worst.
Yelling the entire time because I don't know what else to do.
You should hear this review on Metacritic. It's amazing.
What does it say?
A resolutely no-nonsense open-world survival RPG that forfeits the hand-holding and unearned grand destinies of other genre titles. Outward instead replaces such comforts with a thoroughly player-driven affair where satisfaction and reward come in the completion of the smallest of tasks and everything must be earned.
I want more. I told you, it sounded like I would love to watch someone play this and get frustrated at it, but I don't want to play it myself. But,
it's so bad.
Talking about was amazing to hear you talk about because it sounds like the worst game possible.
It was just so bad. Oh my goodness!
It was definitely the worst.
And like, I've played other RPGs that were really, really bad. Like I love Two Worlds. and Two Worlds 2, they're so clunky, they're so bad, the voice acting's bad. I got through both of those games. I felt like I was progressing through something. This game, I played for maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I couldn't even do it. I was just like, the combat is just so bad. The characters are just so... The character customization, you literally are building a character from The Hills Have Eyes, and I'm not even joking. Like, your guys look so bad.
You have a smiling black guy like Dark Souls 1.
No! That's not even... There's like a black guy, but he has like half of his eye cut out, and I'm like, who hurt you?
That pelican you tried to kill.
I guess, dude. He literally removed one of my testicles surgically with his beak. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to bleed out everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, to get on a less touchy subject. So yeah, that was probably the best experience of this week.
Mike's amazing review of the game, by the way.
Oh yeah,
10 out of 10.
Yeah, 2.5 out of 10. Would not play again. Do not ever. No, please, God.
Worth the $1.
Walking through the valley of the shadow of death and still crying and seeping into a box of lean cuisines.
All right, not worth $1.
That $40 that your cousin spent was enough to push it into a sequel.
I'm gonna kill myself with that one. No, please.
Outward 2.
Outward 2. The Assassination.
Further outer.
The murder hour.
Oh my.
Murder hour the Assassination.
So bad. Well, other than that, wasn't a whole lot. I've just been working a whole lot. I've been trying to watch The Magician some more. I went and seen Frozen 2 last night, so that was something.
You saw
Did you
Frozen
let it go
2.
again?
I went and saw Frozen 2. So let me talk about this for a second before you guys start making fun of me. All right?
No, I wasn't making fun of you.
Sure.
Scott just murdered that line. Like this thing, that was just amazing, Scott. You couldn't get me any better. I wasn't prepared for that.
I know.
It was
so
good.
Let It Go wasn't in the game. That wasn't in the movie at all. Well,
so it was. Grab it before you drop it. Got it. Don't drop the soap.
Exactly. So what's in the first one, which I'm completely convinced that the first one was just like musical. Like lovey-dovey musical.
Got it. Second one?
Yeah. It has a lot of musical numbers in it, but they turned it into epic. Like there were a lot of like magical aspects, and it seemed like honestly, it gave me Odyssey vibe. And I don't know why.
Whoa. Say that one more time. What kind of Odyssey vibe? Breath of the Wild?
The Odyssey. Like the Odyssey. Odysseus, and that's like the Odyssey vibe.
Oh. Like
there was one. Yeah, like gave me those vibes. And I was like, I can appreciate this. I'd like it more without all the music and all the lovey-dovey stuff. It still had that in it because Disney. But they turned it into something pretty cool, like a world that honestly, I wouldn't mind visiting if I wasn't going to get smothered with love and happiness.
Because love rules all. Not so fast, Jafar!
Right, my magic carpet. Jasmine goes, get off of me.
You like to see my monkey? His name is Abu.
Oh my god. Anyway,
I have a blue genie.
That was pretty much my week.
So was the movie good? Was it better than the first one?
Yes, it was better than the first one in my opinion.
Okay. Does the sister get a magical ability that controls like a different season? Because it seems like I've only seen like a still image of like the two chicks, and the one chick has the ice, and the other chick has like leaves. So it's either A, she controls leaves, which is a really dumb power. B, she controls the wind, or C, she controls fall. I don't know which one. All right, one of those. All right, I don't care which one it is.
We're gonna leave that on a cliffhanger, Isaac.
Sounds like a
plan. That finger.
Alrighty. So what we thought we'd do, there is the the Game Awards that are coming up on December 12th, I want to say.
Yeah.
Scotty?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, December 12th and then December 4th or 3rd is the PlayStation Awards. They're having their own thing, apparently. I don't know what that is.
So basically, we're going to go ahead and start going through the nominees and stuff and just kind of pick and choose what we think would be the best choices for each of the categories.
Through all of them, because, like, the freaking... I don't know. The
Scott,
host
you're the news MC. You get to pick what you say.
You get to pick which one you think we should go through.
Sweet, because the Subway Eat Fresh one is definitely going to be on there.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's important.
This part of the
podcast
is sponsored by Subway.
Sponsored by... Don't say that. We're going to get demonetized.
No, I don't...
This part of the podcast,
I don't want people to think I have AIDS.
What?
What?
Like the South Park episode with that...
Oh, yeah, AIDS.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go with, like, the child porn. Like, I thought that was a way bigger topic.
No. This is getting very dark. This is getting so dark. Scotty, what's the first category?
Oh, first category. It should be VR AR game of the year. Oh, I think that's freaking easy. You got Asgard's Wrath, Blood and Truth. Have no idea what that is.
That's a PlayStation exclusive game that was based off of the London studio that did a mini game for the PlayStation Worlds, in which you are in a little crime thing and you shoot guns. It's pretty cool. And you steal jewels.
Beat Saber.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Trevor Saves the Universe.
That's by the Rick and Morty creator who made his own game studio and was like, hey, I want to make games. And Sony was like, hey, want to make games for us and make this fucking game for us. Make it VR.
So,
like, yeah.
I don't know if you guys have actually seen Trover Saves the Universe, but it's so funny.
It is
hilarious.
Pretty good.
But I think Beat Saber.
I think that Beat Saber is pretty good. I think No Man's Sky is really good too. I haven't played Blood of Truth, so I can't say for that. I don't know what the first one was. I never touched that. I think Trover Save the Universe or whatever is an okay VR game. It's not a great VR game. Yeah. So I think I agree with you. Like, it's either Beat Saber or No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky in VR is incredible. That game is so much fun in VR.
I was gonna say it's come a long way. So
yeah, that game deserves a lot of like those devs like deserve a lot of praise. But like I think Beat Saber is the poster boy for VR for a reason, and because for good reason. Because it's fucking it's amazing.
And everyone plays it, streams it.
Everyone plays it.
Beat Saber.
All the cosplayers stream it, so you can watch them shake their ass.
Dude,
I've played it before.
I see a lot of the what's the Ubisoft game with the music game? What's that? Just Dance?
Just Dance. Just Dance is good. Just Dance.
That's still on the Wii. It's keeping the Wii alive.
Keeping the Wii alive. Yeah.
Wii Woo.
Hey, we're at the old folks home playing Just Dance 2020. Let's go on the Wii.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
Role-playing game of the year. How about that?
I'm down.
What was that game? The Outworld, whatever you said?
The Outer World.
Outworld.
Outworld.
Outworld wins. All right, moving on.
Yeah. Disco Elysium. I have no idea what that is.
That is a game that is. I don't know. Do you want me to explain the games that you don't know, or should we just move on?
Just a brief thing. Just a brief
thing. RPG. It's very good. Apparently, has a lot of decisions, a lot of talking.
That's an RPG, you dumbass.
It's an RPG. No, but like it's a traditional RPG. So like you talk and like you can talk out of stuff. You can. The game is like being known for like you can be an asshole. Like you can be racist as fuck and bigoted as fuck. You have those choices. It gives you a lot of choices, and it has no emphasis on combat.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 14, not 15. Sorry.
Yep, I had a feeling.
Well, Final Fantasy
Kingdom Hearts 3. You're all in on it, I know.
You'll be surprised what I say.
Monster Hunter World, Iceborne. And finally, The Outer Worlds.
So, let's hear what you guys have to say.
I haven't played any of them, so I really don't know.
I have not played any of them either. I have played Monster. I played Monster Hunter World though. I played that a little bit. I'd still give it the Outer Worlds.
So, I love Kingdom Hearts. One thing that everybody should know about me is I am a diehard Kingdom Hearts fan. It's probably my favorite game of all time still. But it's going to go to either Monster Hunter World, because Iceborne is absolutely insane as far as customization, as far as creatures, as far as equipment, as far as player-driven experiences. So good. But also, it's between that and Final Fantasy XIV. I've played both of them. Final Fantasy XIV is an MMO, so it's kind of a toss-up because you have to pay monthly and that sort of thing to play it anyway. But for the time that I did play Final Fantasy XIV, it is the most expansive world I have ever played in, by far. But I think personally, I think that Monster Hunter World's going to take it.
That makes sense.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here, folks.
Place
your bets now. Place your bets now.
Go to Salty
50 to 1 that Ike's wrong.
Yeah.
You can hit me with your car.
Whoa. What are odds? 50 to 1. Oh my god.
50 to 1.
What the? Who wouldn't vote for that? That's easy money. Easy.
All right.
I'm at Isaac's pocket. All right.
Whoa.
Pretty
Hold
good.
up here.
Whoa.
I said.
I'm the hustler, man.
I have my pants have no pockets, so I can't pay it out.
You gotta fill those pockets.
That pocket.
I fill them with hot pockets. My pockets have hot pockets because they're hot. Because of hot pockets. Move on. I'm waiting. Can you please fucking talk?
This is great. Keep talking about your pockets.
All right. So
how many pockets you got?
On right now 0, so I can't pay you out. But
you're naked.
I got 8 pockets in those. And those 8 pockets are all filled with hot pockets because I'm fucking hot right now in this fucking sandstorm, which is known as the hot pocket season.
Damn. All right. I think we're good on the pockets.
Are we? Are we good? Are we finally good?
So confused.
I don't know, it's about as many.
Help us, please.
You have as many pockets as you do outages last week.
Damn.
That's funny.
Multiplayer game. Let's do that.
Okay.
First nominee, Apex Legends.
What was the category?
Multiplayer game.
Yes. That's what I thought you said, and then I said Apex Legends. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Borderlands 3, which personally from me, I wouldn't think that would win. Yep. Just saying because after all the hype of it being advertised before it came out, as soon as it came out, I haven't heard anything. Like nothing. Nothing at all. Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yo. All right, listen.
Fucking nerd.
As a person who has played Call of Duty for a very long time in his life, tell you,
as a
Modern Warfare is okay. It's not the best. I don't think it's the best. I think, but it's only okay in this universe because Titanfall 2 exists. If Titanfall 2 did not exist, I think Modern Warfare would be a better game, but it's not because Titanfall 2 exists.
Titanfall 3, never get ahead.
I know. Don't remind me. Stop. It's the
Tetris
worst.
Tetris 99.
Tetris 99. That's the Battle Royale Tetris game.
Yeah, Battle Royale.
I would really like to play that.
That right there. It's so much fun, Scott. It's so much fun.
And then finally, Tom Clancy's The Division 2, which I don't think no one really cares about anymore.
Nope. I'm over it.
I think
I'm surprised Destiny 2 isn't on here.
So am I. That's yes. Why that should be on there compared to.
I was gonna say Destiny 2's come a long way, but I think Apex Legends takes it.
Probably. That's a battle royale game that's really really good. That's really that is an amazing shooter, and like as a person who does not like battle passes because of the traps they lay, I still invested in it because I thought the game was good and the devs deserve money. But I also want that game to fail so they can make Titanfall 3. So, you know.
Never gonna happen.
I know.
Never gonna get it.
What else you got?
Let's see. How about game direction? awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
That's a lot of stuff in there.
Right? First one, Control, which I watched Angry Joe's review. I mean, I get it, kind of Alan Wake-ish, but it didn't look all that. It's been nominated for more things than it should.
I don't know. Have you played it? I haven't played it.
I haven't played it either.
None of us. Right,
so
for a lot of these games, we have not played them.
The thing is,
put that disclaimer.
I was gonna say we haven't played it, so we can't necessarily. We're going.
This is our opinion.
We have going in us biased against
other people's opinions.
Yes,
but it's made by But it's made by 505.
There you go. Made by 505.
And 505 are the people who make Terraria.
like it's like this. All right. You should say all the games first, Scott, and then I'll say the thing I want to say.
Okay. So Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and Outer Wilds.
Yeah. So I think that if this category is for driving the industry forward in a new direction, I don't think Resident Evil 2 should be up there. Just because it's
no, it's just a remake. I mean, so there things added, but I
don't think that those things like is that game good? Yes, I'm not going to say it's not good, but I don't think a remake should be considered like best direction. That doesn't make any sense to me.
No,
right? I think that Death Stranding is a direction. I don't know if I would give that the category either, because like it does things. I think the things that it does is good, but I won't be like this is gonna have influence in the industry. I think that the game that probably will have the most effect on the industry, honestly, is probably gonna be what was the first one you said? I think it was that one.
Control.
Might be Control. Yeah. I think Control is going to have a big effect. And the only reason why I say that is because the ray tracing in that game is supposed to be like amazing.
Yeah.
And like it's supposed to be like enough to be like you should get ray tracing and play this game. And that's one thing I would love to do, but I don't have the ability to do that. But I think Control is going to get that category. So,
probably.
I would love to say that Sekiro would get it, but at the same time, I'm like, it's a Dark Souls game. Yeah. It's very Souls-like. There's just differences, so it's not really innovating very much as far as
Would you say that like Sekiro is like? I think I like what Sekiro did in explaining a lot of its mechanics very well, compared to a lot of other Dark Souls games.
I mean, they did. They had the tutorial kind of like the other Dark Souls games and that sort of thing. It was just different because it was you hack and slash at an enemy until you can basically break their guard and one-shot them. That's what it was. It wasn't repeatedly hitting them over and over again to deplete their health.
Yeah. So. I think that it's like I like how I like you define the category, Scott, by saying what they're defining it by. But like that definition is so broad and so many things. And you have Sekiro in there, which like if you're saying like genre defining or like leading like direction wise, like I don't know what that means by direction. Trying to be like, hey, we made our direction is samurai game. And it's like, but you fucking did it. Fucking nailed it on the head there.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
But like also,
I mean, innovate if it would be like renamed as game innovation, not direction. I think
it'd make it better.
Yeah.
So Scotty, choose three more categories.
3 more. Fresh indie game presented by Subway, recognizing an independent studio that released its first game in 2019. ZA/UM for Disco Elysium. I don't know. Nomada Studio for Gris. I don't know what Gris is. Don't have a clue. Dead Toast Entertainment for my friend Pedro. Outer Wild or Mobius Digital for Outer Wilds, and Mega Crit for Slay the Spire. I wanted to play that, but never got to it. Or House for Untitled Goose Game.
So I know which one's going to win, but I know which one I want to win. Yeah. So Scotty, the Goose is going to win. But I played the hell out of Slay the Spire. And let me tell you guys, as a guy who plays card games and that sort of thing and also loves RPGs, That game is absolutely insane for replayability value.
Okay.
Because basically it's a deck building game in an RPG.
That sounds fun. That sounds like a lot of fun.
And there's 3 different characters and everything, and they play completely differently. It's so cool. It's so cool.
That sounds fun.
Heck is that one card game? Reading the mind of the opponent. What's the word? Word? Yomi. Thank you. Yes. The Japanese word for reading the mind of the opponent.
Yes. Haha.
I really kind of wanted to play that because that seems like a fun fighting game. Speaking of fighting games.
Is there a fighting game category?
Yeah, of course there is.
What?
Best fighting game.
All right.
Best design primarily around head-to-head combat. We got Dead or Alive 6.
Yeah.
Force, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, and Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Okay.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah. So Jump Force all the way. 100%.
Yep. Got Light Yagami in it and a Death Note.
It's got all those people you like. And it's
definitely not Smash Brothers. Nope.
No, why would Smash be it? Why would that happen?
Never.
And so, that's pretty no-brainer. So, I think the last one...
sports games.
I think the last one should probably be Game of the Year, because that's kind of important.
Well, what about... All right, we should do Action Game and then Game of the Year.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Because we didn't have any input on for the indie game. Because we didn't play any of them. Other than be like, Goose Game seems like the one that's going to win.
We're the best.
We're the best.
We're the best at no opinion ever. So Action Game. For best game and action genre focused primarily on combat. Apex Legends. Astral Chain.
Just good.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Devil May Cry 5.
Mm-hmm.
Here's 5. Fuck
no. All right.
Metro Exodus.
I think Devil May Cry.
There's a lot of shooty games in there. That's weird.
Yeah, the shooty games, they should just stick to their own category.
Get Call of Duty out, for the love of God.
I don't think Call of Duty hasn't done anything new. I wouldn't vote Call of Duty. I would vote either probably DMC or Apex. But I would not put them in the same category.
Yeah,
they're all the same game.
No.
Mine would be either DMC or Astral Chain, because I don't know if you guys have seen it. Astral Chain's made by Platinum, so their combat is top notch.
Yeah, it looks good. I haven't touched it, but I mean, like, again, those 2 games should be competing against each other, not those 2 in Call of Duty and Apex and Gears.
Yeah, no, that's weird. But no, I think DMC has a really good chance of it.
I mean, I didn't buy the special edition for this damn truck for nothing. You
got the truck.
You got the damn van.
Does it turn on?
No, there's nothing on. It's just like the tires don't even.
The neon lights like glow like DMC5.
No. Yeah, it should, but it doesn't. Actually, it's a lot longer than the van, I think, in the game.
It looks really long.
Yeah.
That's like a big van right there. It's a big RV.
It is.
Alrighty, boys. So finally,
we got Game of the Year.
The Game of the Year. I'm kind of what did they put in Game of the Year this year?
I got it. All right, so you got Death Stranding, you got Outer Worlds, you got Gears 5, you got Call of Duty, and Apex Legends. There you go.
No.
I guessed. I have no idea. Scott,
you get one.
I got one.
Wait, what did you say before that?
I said Death Stranding. I said Outer Worlds. I said Call of Duty. I said Gears 5, and I said Apex.
All right, you got 2.
Oh, nice.
Got 2.
All right.
Why don't you rattle off what you think's going to be in there?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Control.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think it's going to be Death Stranding.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Smash.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be maybe RE2. And
weird. Remakes are weird.
They are weird. And then I think The Outer Worlds is really, really good.
Yeah. Yo, Days Gone came out this year.
Did you look up this list? Did you look at it? Are you lying?
Why? Why? No.
Ike?
You named all but one.
What?
Oh, okay, I'll read through it.
Here we go.
Control. That was Ike's number one.
There we go. Yeah, that makes
Death
sense.
Stranding was number two.
Yeah.
RE2 is number 3. Hero Shadows Die Twice, number 4. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 5, and The Outer Worlds is number 6.
Hey,
so 5 out of 6.
It's your boy.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good right there.
Yeah.
So, Scott, first off, Scott, how do you feel about RE2 being in the best game category for this year? Does it make any sense?
I think it deserves it.
I would say, Isaac, have you played it?
I've not played it, no. But I just feel weird remake being nominated.
Yeah, I completely understand that, but I also can say that from playing the original one, and you know, I played it when it was kind of going out of style. Like I was in the PlayStation 2 era, so it didn't really matter much. But playing it in this new time, like the time of like a bunch of bigger games and stuff, it felt fresh.
Yeah.
From familiar.
Well, I was gonna say it felt fresh, but it also felt different. Like
a Subway sandwich.
I think getting chased by Mr. X has been one of my defining moments of horror game genre in a while. Like,
oh yeah,
that he is unrelenting, and it is unlike any other character chasing you in any other game.
I'd be down with like this category being renamed just for this year. RE2 presents best game of the year, and then everything else. Like we can all agree, hey, this game's super top notch, but like, is it new?
It's not really new, so I can't really put my vote towards something that's not really new and wasn't made this year. Like, I mean,
it's all like semantics for like a thing that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, with the industry patting itself on the back. So,
we do it.
We do it.
So
logo on the shirt.
What do you guys think of your choice? I personally love RE2, but I don't think it deserves Game of the Year.
RE2.
There we go. That's fine.
Hands down.
You know what?
Stand.
I'm probably gonna go with Death Stranding. I've enjoyed it. That's probably my game of the year. If I had to put it like a game.
Respectable.
It's the only game on that list I think I've actually played. I think. So like,
honestly,
hard to be like,
it's probably not going to win, but I want to go with The Outer Worlds.
Apparently a solid game. I'm excited to play that later.
It is great.
You can't mess with Capcom. They're at the height that they were meant to be.
Oh, yeah, other than fighting games, what the hell?
What? Hey, man. Hey. That was last year.
Hey, man.
And the year before that. We talking this year.
All right, so
we talking this shitty game right here.
So, lastly, let's go ahead and get into
the main topic, right?
Yeah, the main topic. An hour and 18 minutes in. Yeah.
This is the way.
This is the way.
So,
all right.
So we all need to say it.
Go ahead. Tell the main topic and what we did.
Disney Plus / Mandalorian. How do people feel about Disney Plus? The pros, the cons, that sort of thing. And then we'll probably talk about how good Mandalorian is, because you know it's coming.
You're having sex and DuckTales comes on. You're watching DuckTales.
So here's my complaints about Disney Plus. One, I think they don't have a Fox button yet, or like the only buttons they have are like the 5 categories seem limiting.
Mm-hmm.
So that just sucks. I think they get better over time. It's not like a big negative. The bug that I keep happening is I'm a person who loves subtitles. If you fucking pause that show, the subtitles don't stop. So like they will be ahead like 10 seconds, and you get the only way to like stop that is to literally exit out the episode and then restart the episode.
Oh wow!
And then fast forward to this place that you were at, and then continue.
That sounds like a bug that they'll need to fix, though.
Yeah,
and they are. I was gonna say, and they are a new streaming site, so I'm expecting.
Yeah. I'm not like.
Honestly, I'm surprised that they haven't crashed or anything with the amount of people that have been buying Disney Plus.
That's very true. That's very true. And then the other thing is they fucked up The Simpsons. Don't know if you guys watch The Simpsons at all on there. Heads up, it's in widescreen. Also, that means that things are cut off. like Bart is cut off in a lot of the scenes from like the first season. Like the TV of the intro is like it is. You don't see the whole TV. You see like the screen and not the top and bottom of the TV. It is horrible. The worst way to watch The Simpsons, hands down. Because like the thing that sucks about that is you had an FX app or the FXX app to watch all the Simpsons episodes, and that was fine. It played great. Right? I was on PlayStation View as well, like a while ago. All the Simpsons episodes, and that also played fine, and it was great. And then now it's just like, let's just make it all widescreen. People like widescreen, and it was just it's the worst decision.
No one's got a 4x3 TV anymore. Fuck that.
I don't know. I don't know why they made that decision, but like that's terrible.
I think it was just a whoops.
Yeah, I hope it's just a whoops.
Everything else
they can fix it
on there. Yeah, they will. I thought they took it down because of that.
I literally before this podcast, I was like, I'm gonna watch episode of The Simpsons. And then I was like, just
watching Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's what I did for the subtitle thing. I went back to Mandalorian and trying to let it go. But other than that, I'm very excited about it. I think this is a service that I would definitely check. I would not buy a monthly subscription to it, but I would definitely come into it like after the season of the thing.
But you get it cheaper now.
I know. Listen, I am excited. Each week, I'm like, new episode of Mandalorian comes out. I'm fucking excited to watch that shit.
Yeah. What a great show.
Yeah.
It's the best
Star Wars things. If you want to talk
about
the series at all, you guys can.
I was going to say, I don't really have a whole lot for the service. I just think that they need to add more stuff. I was going to say, for how many Disney products and stuff there are, and Marvel stuff, and it's probably because they're still processing all of the Marvel shows and stuff, which I'll try to watch.
Yeah.
It just feels like there's not a lot on there for people who aren't like exactly into the whole family-oriented movie genre.
Yeah, so I want to talk about that real quick because do you guys search around in there, by the way?
Yeah.
Did you click on some of the TV shows or movies on there? Because some of them have a page you can click on it. But it will say, hey, this isn't here yet because of contracts. And it won't be here till February 1st, 2022.
That's fine. That's fine.
Which, I'm not saying it's fine. But it was just,
they shouldn't list it. They shouldn't list it.
No, it's fine to list it. It was, it definitely made what felt empty not look empty. But, when you click on something to watch and it's not there till, 3 years or,
Well,
that seems weird.
Netflix has the same problem because if you search Netflix originals, there'll be 50 things that are coming out next year.
Oh, I've never seen that. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
I've never. I imagine that's very true, Scott. And that's also weird.
Yeah.
That's just weird. It's just
thing.
weird.
It is. It is.
It feels weird from a new service that's like Ike said, is missing content, and then so you have pages of content that is just not there to look big.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like, Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's just like, hey, we know this is coming. We have this lined up. We want people to know to come check back to go watch this movie from the 50s that will be here in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also fine, And I imagine that getting all the contracts in order, I imagine they don't want to wait the 3 years to have all the stuff ready to go, because then they're gonna miss out the streaming train. So you're kind of on a rock behind.
Be on Disney Plus by then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
Weird.
I don't really have a whole lot other than that for streaming service. So
I'm excited for more stuff to come to it. I think that there can only be a couple of people on top of the mountain for streaming services.
Yep.
I really like that Death Stranding mountain.
So let's get into the main.
We gotta climb
topic.
That way first.
You climb that.
Climb that way.
This is the way.
Right at the top of the mountain.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Yeah.
So Mandalorian.
Oh wait, we're gonna spoil this, by the way. Hey, hit the spoilers.
I was gonna say, yeah. If you guys are listening, this is probably going to be a point of spoiler alert. So, yeah, watch Mandalorian. It's really good.
Watch it. Go get that 7-day free trial. Watch the first 3 episodes. They're
it's real good.
They're a little mini arc. That's how I explain it. It's this is the beginning and this is the end.
I'd wait.
Either way, you can wait for it to be done, or you can just watch the mini arc and be like, "That was good."
It is really good, but from here on out, it's going to be spoilers. So otherwise, for some of you guys,
there we go.
See you later. But yeah, Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Baby Yoda's been everywhere.
Yeah,
Baby Yoda, it is literally going. It's the meme / the cute character of 2019 by far.
Ed hollers at me for trying to help fix his vehicle. 3-year-old me.
I think that Baby Yoda is incredible. I think the more incredible thing was it wasn't leaked.
Yes.
That is.
Like, when I saw that, when watching the first episode, having no idea what was going to happen, and seeing a Baby Yoda, I was like, I think that's part of the reason everyone was like in love with it, because like, there's a thing they didn't tell me about.
Yeah. Well, nobody really expected it. I mean, when I first watched the first episode, I was on Facebook a couple hours before that, and I saw a picture of a Baby Yoda, and I was like, what the hell is this? So, and then my brain kind of clicked when I was watching the episode, and it was going through, and then he kills, and then he's getting ready to open the pod, and I was like, Megan. She's like, what? It's like, I think that's a Baby Yoda. And she's like, what? And he opens the pod, and she goes, oh my God!
So cute. He's for a 50-year-old baby. He is the oldest cute baby you'll ever see.
Literally. I was surprised, honestly, I've only watched the first 2 episodes. I haven't watched the third one yet.
You gotta watch the third one. What are you doing right now? Why would we start this? We should have waited. We could have watched this podcast until you watched it.
It's
fine.
Because the third, because what I just said, like, the first 3 episodes are a mini arc that's set up for, like, the next things that come that could be anything. And then, you gotta watch it.
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it
right now.
I said it before we started recording. Oh, I cashed all my money in for new armor. Oh.
I know, right?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
The third episode is called Sin.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's really good.
It's really good.
So let me just talk about what I know. So I really, really, really like the fact that, they show Mandalorians as such badasses, right?
They are.
They're like these big bounty hunters, and I'm like, is that Jango Fett or Boba Fett? Like, I'm like, he just seems so cool. And but I love how from the first to the second episode, they changed his character almost completely. Like, he was still a badass, but they made him, instead of this giant hero figure, into a human. Like, he could get beat.
Yeah.
And I was like,
that's ass beat by that Mudhorn or whatever the hell it was.
That's real cool. Also, how did that Mudhorn die from one stab wound? Please tell me.
Yeah, his small brain in the back.
Whoa, you looked this up? Fucking doing some research?
No, I'm just guessing. It's Star Wars thing.
That's what I was going to say, the exact same thing. It's got a heart.
Oh. Why would it be in the back of the head?
Why would a brain be in the back of the head?
Dick is in the back of the head.
Stabbed. I know, but Scott, you're ever right. I have no. It makes a lot of sense with the brain being right there.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about post Empire?
Awesome.
That's fine. It's fine.
It needs to be not. No, I don't care about. Those are movies that happened. This is so much you can do with this universe. There's so much. Yes.
And with them getting ready to end basically the Star Wars saga with the whole Rise of the Skywalker movie
trilogy. Yeah.
I think this is a really good starting point to, if not bring new people in, because I'm super interested and I'm invested in it, and I haven't been a Star Wars fan
because it was good.
It's just really good. I want to see more about what
it's a good show. It doesn't even have to be about Star Wars. It still is a good show.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that's like what you're talking about, being like when you first watched it, I was like, oh, is this going to be like, oh, he didn't die in the Tarlock pit or whatever. He'll live, and then this is the thing. And they're like, no, this is a completely different person.
Sarlacc pit. Nerd.
Thank you. Hey, listen, I'm not a Star Wars nerd. I know nothing of the comics or books. Right? I don't know anything with the expanded universe. So if this is like a story taken from them, even though they're retconned, like this is all new to me.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's good. It's really good.
It's super good. People should watch it.
I like the fact that I don't know if that's a spoiler for Ike. Is it okay? We already said spoiler warning.
Yeah.
Well, like as the Mandalorian getting his armor built, you see the fucking droid army fucking massacring everyone.
Yep.
So there is prequel trilogy shit still in here, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be another battle against droids and shit then?
No. Because it's when the Mandalorian is little, like his family's getting wiped out.
Oh, yeah. Well, he had flashbacks to that in the previous episode, like the shoulder pad that he got.
Yeah. But you didn't get like a good look to see.
It was like
for battle droid. It was like, oh shit.
Yeah. And that's kind of foreshadowed when he's like, I don't deal with droids.
Yeah.
In the very first episode.
Which makes sense.
I was like, when he said that, I was like, oh, is he like from the clone army that fought the droids? This is like one of those guys?
Oh, no.
It makes sense.
But that's confusing to me because if Jango is a Mandalorian,
that's what I thought, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then
that's why I thought that. Yeah.
It's because like in the expanded universe, like Knights of the Old Republic and that, the Mandalorians were like a huge threat to the galaxy, and then that's when like Revan and all that, like the first Knights of the Old Republic game way back, and that leads to everything happening with Revan going there and wiping most of them out and beating their asses. Because they were a huge threat to the whole galaxy at the time.
But do you think that this might be a new Mandalorian order then?
No, because one that happened that's like dead, right? Because like imagine this is one that was on the brink of collapsing or something. Is they're in hiding. It's like, why are we in hiding anymore? We shouldn't be in hiding. We should be fighting. Yeah. We should be taking land, So I think this is like a rebirth of the Mandalorians. But that could also be the subplot. It doesn't seem like that's what they're gonna be focusing on.
No.
But it's also, I was going to say, it's also it's up to them what they decide what's canon and not, because it's not unlikely that they'll say, oh, well, this happened and this didn't.
Well, no, everything is not canon. The only thing that's canon is this show. This show's canon. Anything about the Mandalorians before this show is not canon.
Yeah.
Because the only things that are canon are the original movies, the comic, one of the new comics is canon. Because in that comic shows how C-3PO got his red arm or whatever. And then I think the Clone Wars is also canon.
Yeah, I think that is, yeah.
And then that's it. Because they retconned everything. Everything else they retconned.
But yeah. Him getting
I don't even think that the Star Wars game, the Fallen Order, is even, I don't think that's canon. I don't know.
I don't think. It's
confusing.
That game does not look good. I watched a video.
Scott,
I would much rather.
Yeah, I was gonna say you watch a video on a game and you're like, nah, it's not good. Yet it's a game of the year contender.
Is it?
Oh fuck no.
No, I mean Control.
Dude.
Like he said the same thing about Control, and Control's like a game of the year contender.
Well, Scott can be wrong on both accounts. That's fine. I mean, like all I've seen of I've seen a little bit of Star Wars. I mean, I'd rather play Control than Star Wars game.
When I saw videos of Fallen Order? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I would much rather have preferred a Force Unleashed 3 just to have that little trilogy fucking knocked out.
Yeah. No,
I
understand.
desperately needs a tie, tie loose.
Yeah. I was gonna say the second one kind of ended pretty abruptly compared to
that game was so fucking short. I was so mad.
Well, which one? The second one?
The second one.
Well, the first one was really good, and then the second was so slow.
The reason why I know this is because I listened to podcasts about the new Star Wars game. I talked about how the second one was made under a year. Yeah. And then they said that if you like that game, you will like this game, but it's a bit different. But you'll like this game. And apparently, there's a lot of people waiting for other Star Wars fans to get to certain points in this game. Because if you know about the lore and about planets and about, other things that happen in the universe, this game goes to different things like that. And you'll be like, oh, shit. That's that person's planet. He was born there.
Yeah.
So and that's always cool to be able to link. If you're a big fan of that sort of thing, it's always cool to be able to link somewhere and also be able to pull in new players at the same time.
Yeah. I'm just wondering why the Titanfall people got to make a solo fucking Star Wars game.
I have spoken.
Sense. Yeah. All right, back to the fucking show. Show's fucking awesome. You should watch it.
Man, I love the Jawas even more.
They're amazing and the worst.
Hey, I know, they're so good.
I like how he climbed up the thing and then all of them just pointed fucking lasers at him, and I'm like,
Right.
oh well, here's your tasers.
Yeah.
Well, when you vaporize 3 of the little bastards,
I was like, yeah, he kind of just. Yeah,
I like how Baby Yoda like just follows him in his fucking little hover.
Dude, that thing's so fast.
Yeah.
He ate a whole frog.
Hey man, he's fucking
after
hungry.
He fell on top of it.
Oh wait, hold on. So what theory do you believe, by the way, that this is Yoda's son? That all Yodas are named Yoda, or that like he's like a phoenix, or like or the Yoda has a different species name, and that like you can just control the force of the species.
Last one for sure.
I don't think it's Yoda, but I think it's definitely from the same species, and that they just have natural force ability.
It can't be Yoda.
Did he lay an egg? Did he fuck a person? Like those are my questions.
Those are questions that will be answered, because it would make no sense for Yoda's ghost to be in Last Jedi if he was reborn.
Well, I mean, like it's very true. So it's probably that's a very good point, Scott.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yes, and he's 50 years old, which means that he was born before the original trilogy. Yes.
Really? So how long does it take place after that? Did he get
this one? Yeah. I don't think so. But if you figure it out, like the original trilogy, what Luke is maybe what
I was gonna say, yeah. Just look at the ages of some of the characters.
This is between the two things, so like it could take place between that.
Well, it's between
years.
It's
between. Yeah, I guess you're right. You're right.
It's after Return of the Jedi, but before The Force Awakens.
Yeah. Biggest theory is that Yoda fucked the one lady on the Jedi Council. It's supposed to be right after the Yoda died and before the new trilogy. And they also only talk to the kid Yoda as the kid or the child.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a he. It is a he.
It is a he.
The guy does say, don't shoot him. Don't shoot him.
Yeah.
I had to actually pause it and rewind it because I thought he said she at first. I was like, but no, he says he.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I read that thing about fucking the
Jedi Council lady. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yoda wouldn't do that. Probably.
Okay,
maybe.
Boomer.
Hi.
Hey.
Alrighty. Younger than you.
Well, before this gets too long, we should probably get ready to cut it off. So, any last thoughts?
Fucking, the show's really good. I think that how much does Disney Plus cost again?
$7.99.
I think that
right now
for $8 a month, and this show is supposed to be over in December. Like the last episode comes out in December. So if you want to get on now, for like $16 to watch the entire series, the entire season 1, I think it's pretty good.
Or just wait till it comes out.
I was going to say
wait till the. I mean I think that this show would have less of an impact if you didn't watch, if you didn't know, if you knew about Baby Yoda beforehand. Now it's too late. It's too late. You missed the opportunity. You missed the opportunity to have watched something amazing and be like, oh, it's a Baby Yoda. So I guess that's a part. So I guess you're all right. If you want to wait till January and watch it all, you can binge it. But that's also different too.
I love it when he fucking he goes to reach for the thruster leveler and fucking tilts it just a little.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck it, no. As my knob is missing off my damn thing. Oh, here it is. I miss him.
There's something about him I need to go back for. I need to break my religion for this.
I love that Carl Weathers is fucking still alive.
Yes.
I think you'll like it too. That's a spoiler. You think for sure he's dead, but no.
Yeah.
Also,
he's gonna come back.
The Mandalorians.
Yeah.
All
yes.
12.
Yes. Yeah. They got jetpacks.
See,
so good.
I got
so good.
When he looks out the window at the one and the other one salutes him, he's like, I need one of those. And then gives Baby Yoda the knob off his fucking lever. Oh, it's so good.
You gotta watch the episode today, man. It's like I said, it's the best way to end off the first 3 episodes feel like the end of an arc, and now I'm really excited to see where it goes. Is it could be?
I will.
It's like every Friday it seems like the new episode's coming out, so it seems like it's gonna be every Friday, which is awesome.
Also, I liked it when Baby Yoda was gonna try to like force heal him.
Yeah.
Tried it twice. He's like, get back in your pod.
He just went and picked him up and just put him in
boy.
His pod. Boy. Read this.
Alrighty.
Boy.
Well, thanks everybody for joining us.
Yes.
We'll catch you.
Wait, we weren't saying what we were doing?
What?
What were we doing?
Oh yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. What's our weeks like?
Oh,
next week.
We didn't do this.
What's
You're jumping the gun.
I am jumping the gun.
Hungry bitch.
Yeah. No. Sometimes
you hungry, tired bitch.
Yes. So what was it? So we decided the Mandalorian for this week, right? And so then next week, what are we gonna do?
Next week, you know,
I got any ideas. Macy's Day Parade. All right.
Goku's back.
Goku's
and I'll totally
back.
miss him again. 2 years in a row. I watched that damn thing, and he was at the beginning. I was so pissed. I was so mad.
Apparently, I was talking to some coworkers. Apparently, it's supposed to be super windy, so like we might see like a parade float like fly away.
It's Goku. Goku will fly away.
Dude,
he'll be in his
he's
pose.
He's going to see Supreme Kai.
Yes, he's gonna see all the Kais and train.
Yeah,
it'll be great. He'll be ultimate Super Saiyan lesbian.
Yes. I don't know what we could do it on. This was such an easy one to pick because it was like Mandalorian. Of course, this is what we should do.
Best fucking show.
I mean, Mandalorian's really good.
There's more hype for that than Stranger Things, and I never watched Stranger Things, so.
Stranger Things season 1. All right, picked it. That's what we're doing.
No, I ain't watching that. No, I ain't got time for that.
Fucking, you got time for it?
I ain't got time for that.
Good time for it.
No one got time for that.
All right,
I got turkey to eat.
And
we can talk about Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day. Frozen 2. All right.
Is that a vibrator going off?
Nah, you wish.
I do.
Yeah.
What? Wait, isn't Groundhog Day just a definition of insanity?
Yeah, same thing happens
on
over
Far
and over
Cry
again.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, basically.
Man, Far Cry 4 was all right. Should you stay or should?
Actually, Isaac, you have Netflix, right?
I do have Netflix.
Let's do it on Kakaguri.
Yes, let's do that. I'll catch up. That sounds like a good thing.
Do a party watch of that. That'd be fun. I'll watch some of that shit again.
I'm gonna do that. Be good.
Yeah.
All right, that's decided. That was good call. That was good. I think you guys have watched. I was gonna catch up. Which
Kakaguri.
I have the time. I have the time.
Did you watch Castlevania?
No.
You should. So if 3 comes out, we can party watch that.
Well, I was gonna say that's on the list.
On the list. Oh, add it to the podcast list.
I'll add it
to the gambling thing, and then we can do the seasons 1 and 2 of Castlevania.
Yo, I'll watch that shit again.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Climbing up a tube, cussing that shit.
So next week we'll do Kakaguri. All right, guys.
All right.
I think
Gambling.
All
the pennies.
Can't wait to talk about loot boxes next week. Oh yeah.
That's the ultimate gamble.
Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys all have a great night. Ha.
Wait, we're not coming back till after Christmas? What? Don't
Goodbye.
dab.